Good evening and welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday, Monday mix call. As you know, instead of doing multiple calls, I've chosen to turn the two into one. This will be the final week of Zoom. Yes, I know I just sent out a brand new call schedule, but I've been trying to get Saturday's call up for 3 days, trying to convert it over to YouTube so I could get it on YouTube. It took 3 days to put up 2 videos. That's no longer acceptable to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a YouTube live presentation or whatever, a YouTube live. So instead of coming to Zoom or whatever, we're going to meet right there on YouTube. All you do is find my name and click on the video. It will start on time. It will start on time, and there will be a little bit of a challenge getting used to it. I'm going to have to watch. I may need some admins to help me as people are saying things and what have you, because you don't usually get the opportunity to open up unless I pull you in, and that may be a little bit too difficult. Let me figure it out and see how that works, and then we'll go from there. I can stop a video and then start a brand new live for Q&A, so that will work flawlessly. All I do is stop one and start another one, and I don't even think you have to leave. It just pops right back up, and you just go to the channel again, and then we'll do the Q&A. Now, let me see how that works. I don't know if I can open up to questions and what have you. Let's see how it works. I may even do a tester. What's tomorrow? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll have to do a tester maybe after work tomorrow. I'm just going to open a live and may invite whoever wants to show up. It'll be, let's say, we'll try it out. Let's do a 8 o'clock. No, that's too early because I won't be out of there yet. Let's do 9 o'clock. If you want to come to the channel, it's under my name. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to open a live and then see what features are available. Okay, if it doesn't work, we'll just continue with this schedule. I'm not going to drop this schedule just yet. I want to try it first and see how it works, how things go. But for the most part, watching others like Mark and Sky and all them, they're just talking, and there's questions and things going on the right-hand side where moderators can be chosen to answer these questions that people are asking while I'm talking. There's an option for you to put a question in the center. I think I can highlight on it. So let me figure it out, see how it works, and I'll try it out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay. If it is doable or easy enough to merge into, that's what I'll do. If not, we'll just maintain the schedule and do the best we can with what we have. Now, speaking about time, unfortunately, I have to break out the apple tree with a dose of seriousness. I received 11 calls and 9 texts on Sunday, all day long. I just look at the phone, look at the phone. So, unfortunately, like I said, I have to record this so it's on record. Since I have requested several times, I've requested no calls on Sunday. None. That includes texting. That's the same thing. You're asking me business questions on Sunday. As of today, going forward, if you decide to call me on Sunday, you will be removed from a promise delivered. Your phone number will be blocked and you will receive a refund. Period. No exceptions. I'm sure that it is a known fact that I give 1000% on every call. I stick around, I wait, I ask and ask. Sometimes Jim has to put me off my own phone call, which is cool. That's the one where you hear him say, go fishing, or he'll say vibration. Because I stay and I ask repeatedly, any questions, any question, any question. Does anybody hear me ask that question at the end of a call? I know for a fact I do it on every call. Now I know the schedule is different and you want to call me, and I understand. But when I'm at work, I cannot get on the phone. I'm handling food. And I'm an extreme stickler on people that handle cell phones when they're preparing food for someone to eat. You will not see me do that. I don't need a rule in the kitchen saying you're not supposed to handle your phone during service hours. I would do that anyway. I demand it. The phone is the most dirty thing you could handle. A lot of people don't know that. All they know is, oh, I got a text. I got to answer the text. Do you realize the phone is the dirtiest thing you have? You touch it at all occasions. It doesn't ask you to wash your hands before you handle it. You just handle it. You set it down in places that people spit. Yes, you set it down in places where animals may go to the bathroom. And you handle that phone. So from Tuesday, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. From Tuesday to Friday, you can't call me. I'm at work. And I'm sure not going to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to answer questions. I'm not doing it. So you have all day Monday. You have all day Saturday to call, ask questions, do whatever. All day. Sunday belongs to me. That's when I heal. That's when I prepare. I get ready for this call. It's my day. I'm only asking for one of them. Do not call me or text me Sunday, or you will lose your position with me. Not just a promise delivered, with me. I hope this recording was clear. I hope the direction that I just gave is not misconstrued in any way. After every call, I ask you to ask questions. I don't want calls after the call. There's no private stuff. Let's cut that out too. The question you're asking could be helping somebody on the front of the call that doesn't know me. If you ask that question during a call, you may help that person. Does that make sense? Those are the two things I'm requesting. Ask all your questions during the call. I give you 1000% of me. And do not call me on Sunday. Period. Other than that, we're still blessed and highly favored. Still love every one of you. But we're not going to go left and right with what I've decided. Okay. Now, once we launch and everything is awesome and I no longer have to go to a job, then more than likely my days will open up. But during work time, it's just not enough time. It's too early in the morning and too late at night. When I get done in there 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I don't want to get on the phone. I'm going to do it tomorrow, but it's a long day. It's a 10-hour day. Okay. At the end of those 10 hours, I'm ready to lay down. All right. So let's get on with the call. Let's pump it back up. I just had to do that because of what I went through this weekend, and I'm done with that. All right. So let's get on to why I'm excited. And I hope that what I'm about to tell you will also make you excited. The software that we are currently working passed every test that was given to it. The payment processor is waiting for the company to verify a Promise Delivered LLC. All of my documentation, my corporate papers, and everything else has been sent. And once they give the thumbs up on that, that releases another portion that I have yet to tell you. But I have to be verified, a verified company, before that is released. So I'm not going to say anything until I have that released. Okay. But just know something big is sitting over here on my left shoulder. Big. That's right. On the right shoulder, a Promise Delivered software is complete. It has everything that I requested. It has 2 back offices, and I'm going to do an overview because I'm getting questions that I shouldn't be. And that was some of the texts that were said over the weekend. So I'm going to do a full-blown overview of both, or of the whole thing. So stick around. If you're in a hurry, I suggest you get a cup of coffee. The very overview that I'm going to give has already been sent to programmers that do explainers and videos to explain something. That was received and already paid for. That wasn't too bad. It was enough, but that's been taken care of. So we're just waiting for that to be completed. There's a few more things, and we should be able to launch. Okay, there's just a few. You know, when you dustpan, you're sweeping, there's a couple little crumbs right at the edge that just refuse to go in the dustpan. We got a couple of those. But we got a big broom. And we're going to move the dustpan back to expose it and get rid of them. So that's the only 2 things that I've seen that need to be completed. The launch is going to consist, now this is the important part, of an email coming to you. Now, there are quite a few of you that did send the 25. I got a couple this evening. Yes, I saw them. I haven't replied yet because I'm trying to get on here and do this and eat and everything else. But anyway, there's quite a few of you that will be going in right away. Quite a few, which is a good thing. The rest, of that list is going to get a slightly different email. Okay, so that list won't be separated until I have full thumbs up. I have the video back and installed into the website. What's going to happen is you're going to get a password protected invitation. Okay, a password protected invite. When you get the invite email, it's going to have the password for you. Yours, 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 and yours is going to be different. Everybody is different. Now, I guess you say, why on Sam's green earth are you doing that? Well, remember I said at the very beginning that there would be an ID attached to your entry to a promise delivered. That should ring a few bells. That ID is coinciding with your entry point onto the spreadsheet. Okay. Right now, the spreadsheet is alphabetical so I can find people quickly. When I send it over to him, it's just going to be, it'll be put back to timestamp. And then the green marks and the white marks are going to all mix up because, people are all in between all that. So before I send it to him, all of the greens, which are those who have sent the 25, will be pulled off of the spreadsheet. I will keep those. He's going to get everybody else. Remember when I said your entry to a promise delivered is going to be dealt with very professionally. And by who? So there's no sneaking in. Like I said, there are people that have done things. There are people that think they can slide under the radar. I told you I'm going to protect this platform with my life. I'm going to write a letter to the Attorney General with the full description of a promise delivered. I'm going to ask him to verify my findings. Findings? What do you mean findings? When I tell you homework has been done to make sure a promise delivered does not violate Ponzi scheme, pyramid, money laundering. Those are the three main reasons most programs get shut down. Mine passes all three. That'll be for my state. That same letter with his signature on it, when I get it, will be sent to everybody's state. Everybody. I don't know how many states we have participating, but I'll see that when you sign up because it's going to have your zip code and where you live. When I see that information, a letter will be sent to your Attorney General in your state. It is under and classified as a humanitarian project. I'll let that sink in. It's not a platform. It's not a MLM. It is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a humanitarian project. It will have an ID as such under a trust, which takes it out of the hands of human and protects it for what it is. Do you remember me saying that it is designed to eradicate poverty by nations, not, just up and down the block, by nations. It has the capacity to interlock multifaceted systems. Walmart, Big Lots, Amazon, all the big boys, all of them in one location. It has the ability to give you discounts across the board on all of them. It has the ability to make sure your light bill is paid. It has the ability to make sure you do not become evicted. When I tell you a promise delivered is not what you thought it was, it's 1,000 times more. Why do you think I went to the extreme on the protection of it? Now, what I'm about to explain to you is an overview of a promise delivered. It has an attachment to Team Royal, which is in another company, combined partnership. There are 2 more levels or extensions of a promise delivered. There is a second phase.
Tell him how good you.
There is a second phase to a promise delivered. So when I tell you, this is not anything that most people online are even willing to tackle or even comprehend. When I tell you everything that I put into this is about you, it's not about me. It has never been about me. That's just who I am. The idea to make it a humanitarian project came in about 2 years ago when I was trying to find a place to live and couldn't do it. I was trying to figure out, well, if I have a car and I have decent credit, why can't I get a place? Because the system is set up for those who have what they need: income, verifiable, guaranteed income. So a promise delivered does many things. Like I said, number one, it's going to put you in touch with every big box store you could think about. Wherever you shop now, you'll be able to continue to shop with discounts. If you have products, or if you are an entrepreneur, or if you have a specific skill, and I'm pretty sure if Jalen is listening, he'll know why I asked those questions of them during Kids Corner. You are a commodity. You have the ability. We all have some sort of an ability. You have a special skill that's marketable if you have a platform to market it on. Anybody catching on? Not only will you be able to shop at the big box stores and pretty much everywhere that sells something, you'll be able to shop amongst each other. You'll have a platform to put your gift, your product for everyone in the world to see. You'll have a place to put in what's going on with you. There was another one that I tried to bring to fruition, which was titled, it slips me now, but it'll come to me in a minute. But it's part of a promise delivered. It'll be a section where you would put in, let's say that you're late on your rent. Let's say that your light bill's due. Let's say that your car note is due. Put it in there. There's going to be a section just for that. We all give to it. And that account will help those in need. A promise delivered will have a section designated to knowledge. You think I'm not going to have a product on my own platform? You will be able to speak. You'll be able to take courses that are given right there on the website. Tapping in full display. This entire book, where's my book? This book right here. You see all the pages? There's close to 300 different ailments, issues, situations that a person will be able to click on and watch the entire tapping session. I'm going to order his new book and do the same thing. The difference from having to read something or go to, let's just say, a doctor is energy. And if you spent any time on the phone with me, you know I carry a lot. So these sessions will be an entire course. I'm going to tap out that entire book and put the energy into that video. It'll be just like tapping with me, because you will be. That's going to be on the website. You'll be able to pick whatever, it'll be alphabetical, whatever your issue is. Click on that letter or type in what it is you're looking for. If there's a tapping session that I've done, it'll pop up. If it's not in there, we'll either see if we can find it or do something else. We have several family members that have different skills that you will be able to put on display in the back office. And when you do, people will join to it, people will click on it, they will participate with it and generate even more. Trust me when I tell you, it's something else. It really is. Moving from there, you're going to go into the crypto courses and training. The same thing I'm doing on adult crypto for free will be in there with a price tag on it. You see how blessed all of you are that have made it to the crypto class and all that goody stuff for free? We have to have products and they have to have price tags on them, which makes everything we're doing legal. I would love to give things away and keep doing stuff for free. That's just not the way the system works. In order to have something online in this fashion, there has to be a give and a take. There has to be an exchange of a product for resources. You got to give something to get something. Real simple. Moving from that, you're going to be basically shoved into cryptocurrency, digital currency, and that's what you'll be receiving from step 5 up. There's going to be a couple products put in. Senior care documentation is one of them. There is a skin product coming. There's like 2 more things coming. There has to be a product, or then you become those things that I built this not to be. Okay. Now let's move over into what happens on step 4 of a promise delivered. Now, as I have said, step 4 is an interesting situation. And I want this to be extremely clear because I just got a question about it's going to give me a promise delivered position. Do not pass disinformation. Come to the calls. Get the information from me. And if you're not clear, ask questions. You're going to go to step 4. The very first time you go, a voucher is going to be produced for you to get a position in Team Royal. If you already have a position in Team Royal, it will be your second position in Team Royal. So if there's confusion between the 2 words, a promise delivered and Team Royal, there should not be one. Team Royal's MWR. A promise delivered is a promise delivered. On step 4, you're going to get a voucher to go over to Team Royal. If you're already in Team Royal, from step 1 to 3, fix the first position, reactivate it, make it fully vetted, which is having an outside membership and ready to start receiving commissions. All you have to do if you don't have the outside membership is get it. Get the outside membership and activate your main position. When people start coming over there from step 4, you're going to start getting commissions. When you get to step 4, you're going to go over there with a second position. This should not be confusing. You have 2 positions in Team Royal. You only get one position in a promise delivered. That should be extremely clear at this point. One position, a promise delivered. Two positions, Team Royal, MWR. When you make it to step 4, you're going to be pushed over there. I'm going to bring up the screen to show you why this is happening. Bear with me one moment. As soon as I get this screen up, I will go over it, and I need you to pay attention because I'm going to do the whole thing. Notice how nice the computer's working now. I had to beat it up and reload it. Crazy. Okay. As you already know, Team Royal MWR has a 4-step process that everyone should be going through to reestablish their financial portfolio. If you have to ask the question, what is a financial portfolio? Then you truly need to sit back and listen. A financial portfolio is when your name is cleared of debt, when your name, social security number, credit score is 700 plus, when your bills are all paid up to date, when your taxes have been taken care of and all up to date. 4 things. 4 things creates a financial portfolio. How do you reduce your taxes? By filing properly and having your taxes audited. Don't wait for them to audit you. You audit your own. Have them run it. MWR is going to run the past 3 years because that's really all that matters. Those 3 years will be just scrutinized completely. They're going to go through it and make sure it's good. They're going to make sure that you got back what you were supposed to get back. If it was too much, you got to give it back. You have to be A1, 0 issues on your taxes. They have to be up to date. They have to be clear and clean. Sometimes companies mess up, make oopsies. Instead of you getting 2,000 back, you got 950. Whose fault is that? Yours and theirs. Sometimes you'll have individuals or companies do your taxes and you get back 4,500 and you were supposed to get 1,000 or 2,500. One calculation off is a $2,000 overpayment. Now your taxes are in jeopardy. Will they find it right away? No, they'll wait until it goes lapsed and goes all these fines and fees and whatever else they can stack on top, and then send you this huge letter. Oh, by the way, you owe 25,000 for overpayment on your taxes. what's the first thing that you do? Your hair catches on fire because you're trying to figure out how did that happen? Because the people that were doing your taxes didn't have your best interest. MWR will. Their objective is to make sure all of your taxes are A1. That's the first part. You notice where it's at. Where's it at on the stack of things to do? It's the very first one. Why? Because most people get this part wrong by handing over their taxes to other people to do them that are not thinking about you. All they see is a customer, $350, or I've heard some really horror stories what they charge to do taxes, but whatever that is, if there's one simple mistake, there's money owed either to you or back to them. The individuals that are working with your taxes are from the IRS. When you're working with the people that are doing your taxes at the place that's holding the statue with the thing and I'm not going to say any names because I can get in trouble with putting names out, but you know what I'm talking about. What do you think they see sitting in that chair in front of them? Whatever the fee is, right? How much am I going to make off of this one? Do I care that they have a baby in, diapers? No, they do not. If they make a mistake, they'll get it next year. I ain't worried about it. Fudge it off. See you next time. And now here's the problem. Eliminate your debt. These things are all connected. Taxes can be a debt to you if they're done incorrectly. Everything else that you have signed your name to is a debt to you. These guys are going to look through your number, your social security number, and find out what debts you have against you pending. Where will they get that information? Off of your credit report. All three. Hold on one second. On a conference call, I'll call you right back. Okay, so eliminating your debt is part of the issue that your financial portfolio is like this. We want to turn it this way. Lowering your bills. Everybody has bills, light bill, phone bill, water bill, gas bill, all these bills. That's where Promis Delivery is going to help too. But you're going to get the help over here first to get them under control. You're going to send your bills to them. They're going to call up the debtors, have a conversation with them. Hey, Mr. Lewis is, going through things, and he wanted us to have a conversation with you and see if we can't get that light bill down to a more reasonable number. Remember, creditors, the money that they are asking for, they already have. Remember me talking about your signature? When you went in and signed up or got your electric turned on, you had to go to the power company and sign a contract, right? Most of us. When you sign that contract, they monetize your signature. Right then and there. As soon as they get it, they monetize it for the life of you. And then they turn around and send you a bill in the mail. Here, Mr. Lewis, here's your bill. Knowing full well that my signature has already paid for all my electricity for the rest of my life. Your signature is powerful. But they're going to communicate with them, get a lower bill, and send that savings on to you. You give them a portion of that savings. You're not paying more to help them bring it down. They're just going to take a portion of the savings that you just got. Remember, there has to be a product. You have to give and receive. APD is no different. There has to be an exchange for something. Now, these exchanges that I'm talking about are going to refer to the numbers below. Last one, restore my credit. If your credit is in the garbage can, where a lot of ours are because of the things that we didn't know but are learning, MWR is going to help you restore that. They will analyze your credit, find out what kind of bad marks you got, write letters for you on your behalf. They will send them to you and say, Mr. Lewis, send this one to this one to this one, and this one here. Make sure you send it with a return receipt. Why would they say that? So you have proof of delivery. They can't say, well, we didn't get that. Oh, yes, you did. Here's my green card. So you have to follow instructions. This is why it is going to be vital. When I tell you vital, that when you get in the back office of a Promise Delivered, watch the videos. That's why I'm spending so much time creating them. They're going to explain every step. See, these right here, these are good. If I click on them in my back office, they will take me to a page. You have to read the instructions. Lord, some of us just cannot stand to read. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, that's the 4 steps. Now, what does all that have to do with what I'm talking about? Let's go down here and look. Number 1, daily guaranteed residual income. That's off the top. That simple phrase tells you what? That you will receive a daily guaranteed income, residually. That means ongoing every day, not Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday. We're going to take a break and think about paying you on Monday. No. Monday to Monday. Every day. At whatever time you qualify. If you qualify at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to get a text on your phone at 3 o'clock. Congratulations, Mr. Lewis. You just received your commission for the day. Boop. Boop. Every day. Just like the text from your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your homie, asking you, what you doing? Nothing. Didn't get no money out of that question. But when you get that text from Team Royal, MWO, there's going to be money attached to it. Every day. So you ask, all right, so I get in step 4 and I get a position over here. What does that do? Let's look at it. Let's do some numbers. My favorite part of the call. The numbers are this. The requirements to receive any of this information, any of these numbers that you see below, reside in you having a fully vetted position. Let me explain what a fully vetted position is. It is a position in MWR, Team Royal, that is $249 because it went up from $99, it went to $149, now it's $249. I'm just giving you the numbers, and I'm going to show you the break that you're getting. $249. That purchases your position. You are required. Now listen, this is the part where it gets like sticky. I'm not even going to get close so you can see me say it. You are required to get 3 people. You heard me. 3 people. You are required to tell those 3 people to do what? Get 3 people. Now, what do we hear first when we participate with something like that? I don't have no friends left. I'm in the NFL club. I can't talk like you talk. You can explain things better than me. Not really. I just do it more often. Your second requirement, here I'm close again. Your second requirement is to purchase an outside position membership. Now, the first position has a monthly, listen to me, obligation of, look right here, $150. So when you get that first position, you have it for 30 days and you have to pay $150, right? Now let's do some adding. Let's do some adding. $249 plus $149. How much is that? $398. Thumbs up if I'm correct. Okay, $398. Now, what does that do? That gives you a fully vetted position. You have your main position. You have an outside membership attached directly to you. You refer it. You sponsor it, so it's yours for life. But you said there's a monthly obligation of $150 for every membership. That means $300. I can't afford that. Pay attention and stick with me. You already know what a Promise Delivered is doing. Everybody's uncle's aunt, friend, nephew, baby, whatever, is going to want to be a part of a Promise Delivered. Trust what I tell you. Know that it's going international day one. That means people that don't even know us will be looking at those videos, listening on how they can join for this. It makes this happen, and all of a sudden I'm over here, and there's my product right here that I have to buy because I'm international. There's a product being put together for MWR that is direct to me. How did he work that out? I'll say that again a little slower. There is a product being put together for MWR that makes them international that's directly connected to us. Anyway, let's continue going over these numbers. So you say $300 a month. There's no way I can afford that. I can barely make the 150. Pay attention. We launch, let's say, next Monday. There's 570 people coming behind you. Do you think there's 3 people somewhere in that 570 that will wind up underneath you? Absolutely. How would that happen? Because I'm going to put them there. And then 3 under them, and 3 under them, and so on. That's going to be my new job. That's what I told you. I'm not going to have time. My job is going to pay attention to this portion of a Promise Delivered to make sure 3 go under 3 times everybody coming in. Now, how many people did you have to find in that scenario that I just said? Zero. All you had to do was what? Join a Promise Delivered. When you got to step 4, you got pushed over here in a fully vetted position, ready to receive at that very moment. You don't have to do no extra stuff. You don't have to figure out the outside membership. You're going to buy it all at once. That's what the voucher does for you. Boom. If you already have a position in MWR, you'll have a second. Now you're going to be receiving these numbers that I'm getting ready to go over times 2. Let's do it times 1 first. So I'm going to skip past all the familiarities, and I'm going to give you the awesome part, because really everybody that's going to come off of step 4 and come into here, that's a brand new position. There are qualifications, there are rewards, there are bonuses attached to a brand new position that is doing the work. And that work is 3 under 3 under 3. Now pay attention. This is where it gets crazy. We were talking about a $300 obligation. I'm going to pull up my calculator and I'm going to do some adding so I don't speak out of turn. And I'm just going to simply do the numbers that you see before you. Okay, I want you to focus on 2 things. Number 1, I want you to focus on this first column. When you get 3 people under you, you automatically start receiving $5 a day. 30 days, that's $150. You see that? Just thumbs up if you do. So that's the first 150 paid for you just by getting 3 people. So now really you only owe another 150. But wait, let's look to the right over here. That's going to happen in the first 30 days, if not sooner. What are the benefits and the bonuses that you receive? Oh, you get an additional $150 if you do that in your first 30 days. That's an automatic $300. So you're coming through the door, listen, coming through the door at 0. You owe nothing. Now watch this. That's Monday. You have 3 people. Second column down. By Wednesday, you have 12 people under you. Now you're receiving $20 a day, which is $600 a month. Oh, wait a minute. That happened in the first 30 days. You see that bonus right there of $300? So I forgot. Let me add my first one. 150 plus, we're going to get that 300 right there, plus, all right. Because we have now 12 people under us, we're receiving $20 a day, which is a $600 a month income guaranteed. You're going to get a $300 because you did it in a week or less. And because it was done within the first 60 days, you receive an additional $450 plus. Now, by Saturday afternoon, you look up and you have 36 people under you. You have 36 people under you. You're now receiving $50 a day. That's $1,500 a month. Now, mind you, we're talking a week that you've accomplished these things. We haven't made it to the month payment yet. So let's look at it. Oh, there's a bonus, Infinity Leadership Bonus, $30. Let's look to the right of that. Because it happened in a week, that's an additional $300. And look all the way to the right. Because it was within the first 90 days, which literally this could happen in a week, you're going to get an additional bonus of $900. Okay, I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to say equals. What we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, within your first week of being a participant of Team Royal, because this is the only team that is doing what I'm showing you, the only one. You have amassed an income of $2,130. We haven't made it 30 days yet. That's the first week. That's what you would likely be seeing once we open the doors, because every time someone hits step 4, they're coming. There's 570 people. I just looked. There's 570 people in the family. 570 people. Let's look at just the numbers. Every number from 12, 36, 90, 180, 300, 480, somebody's going to be at these numbers. $50 a day, $100 a day. That's $3,000 a month. Just $100 a day. If that's all the further you make it, you're still bringing in $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year. And all you did was join and Promise Delivered. Are you kidding me? Did you have to go find how many people? 90 people? Did you have to go find them? How many people did you find? 0. Is it a get rich quick? No, it's a process. You have to participate. Now, I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to let you think about just that 90 people. If everybody in here makes 90 people behind them $100 a day, $3,000 a month, would you be all right paying $300 a month to receive 3,000? That's 1%, 10%. So actually 1%, because 10% would be 300. I just say that because of the simple fact, the system that I have put together, and I can assure you, I'm the only one that's doing this. The reason A Promise Delivered is doing what it's doing is 2. 1, I want to prove to everybody that says, I don't have any friends left. I can't recruit. I don't know that many people. They won't want to do it. It costs too much. I'm going to prove to all those people. Oh, my favorite one. Did you make any money yet? All those people are going to be proven wrong because all it takes is $200. $175 to enter, $25 for admin fee. Once. We haven't even talked about A Promise Delivered's income, and we won't. I know a lot of you would love for me to tell you what's going on over there, but I'm not. I want you to see it for yourself. I want you to experience what it feels like to be participating with a program that cares about you. not about their bottom line. I want people to come onto the call when we have the testimony call, screaming, jumping up and down, throwing confetti, home, happy, kids jumping around. That's my testimony. That's what will tell me what you're receiving over there in APD worked out. Was it worth all the waiting? Was it worth all the, he's just lying. He just need $25 off of y'all. I got that one too, just recently. If you needed 25, all you had to do was ask for it. Really? A Promise Delivered has bills too. One very large one. Nothing like it was or could have been, but it's still big. It's being paid. But again, that's what this is about. That's the reason for the step 4. For those who don't have a position with a MWR, you can get 2. One has to be in one email address. The other one has to be in another one. You can only have 2 though. If you do a third, they're going to call me. Don't have them call me. You don't want to miss out or lose any of this because you were trying to be slick. Here's what you don't want to miss. Notice I only went to 90 people. I already told you there's 500 people in the family that have relatives that are not on the spreadsheet yet. Say, what? Did you get paid yet? And as soon as they see you paid, what are they going to do? How do I get in? So if we look at that, how many of the 500 people on that list have an uncle, an aunt, a brother, or a sister that could use these numbers? Pretty much all of them. Okay. So if we look at that, would it be fair to say 2 family members that need this product, this service, these services? Would it be fair to say 2 people? At 2 people, at 500 times 2, how many people is that? A total of 1,500 people. Let's go down here and see where that lands. 1,200, 1,800, we'll say 1,200. Could you imagine getting a text? Let's say you qualify at, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Could you imagine getting a text that says, congratulations, Mr. Lewis, you just received your commission of $650. Now, most people, including me at this very moment, don't make that in a week's work. A week of working, not receiving that. Now let's do some more math. That's every day, by the way. At the end of 30 days, you're just shy of $20,000. Anybody here making $20,000 or 19.5? Let's be honest. Let's be clear with the numbers. 19.5 a month. I know I'm not. So why would you jeopardize that kind of income? Because you wanted to see if you can get away with 3 positions. If I can get it 3 times, I'll get it 3 times. Why would you do that? And we already know Ray Ray and Bebe is going to try it. And then they lose all of it. They lose it all. They lose their positions with MWR. They lose their position over there at Promise Delivered. They get blocked. Then they have to go back to the, McDonald's. These systems were put together for that very reason. I don't want to see anybody work hard anymore. I still want you to work. Do the things that you do, but do it paid. Don't you know work is fun when you don't have to worry about how much you're making? You'll be happy to do what it is you're doing because you know at the house, the computer's bringing down almost $20,000 a month. Your participation with one opportunity, one, could potentially put you at what? Let's look all the way down here. That's a pretty number, isn't it? Let's look at the daily number. $15,000 a day. You would jeopardize that? Really? Over what? And if you think you're not going to hit that, you're sadly mistaken. Like I said, the conversation I had was with a team that's very large. And they're willing to bring the first portion of their team, which is 6,000 people. You see it. Vice President Director. That's $3,000 a day. What did you have to do? Nothing. Those 6,000 know how many people that once they start hitting these numbers are going to want to be a part of this. All the rest of them. A Promise Delivered will be a household name across the entire nation. As I said, it was designed to eradicate poverty by nations. And I meant it. Not trying to make no sob stories or whatever. I tell the truth. I have been poor. I know what poor is. I've slept in a house that didn't have a floor in it. Creepy crawlies walking across my face. I had to put a roof on a house just to stay in it. I know what poor is. No one should ever have to live like that or even be put through those scenarios. So if we have a system that is legitimate, that is legal, that is ethical, working with another legal, ethical platform, projecting and producing these numbers, come on. Do you know there's only one individual right now that is right here? Vice President Director, one person. One. You know what's getting ready to happen? We're going to get right up there next to him and say, "What's up, man? How you doing?" We're going to get right next to him. Can't pass him because he's in front of us. But we're going to get right next to him and say, "How you doing?" Over and over and over. All right. So that's the overview, the presentation. There's a lot more. You see all these 1 through 7 down here. Multiple ways to get paid. I haven't even gone into those yet. There's really no need. You're going to find out because I'm going to push you through the system so hard. You're going to see all the bonuses. A Promise Delivered is going to push you through here like you would not believe. You won't even see it happen. You'll probably wake up, or one day you'll have your 3. 2 days later, you got 90 people behind you. You done jumped 3 spots. Go to bed, wake up, there's 180 people behind you. There's 570 waiting to join. Okay. I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm going to stop this recording and let's go into questions. Let me hold on. What happened?